Yeah,
So how did you get started in bodybuilding?
I lost a bet. I
Oh,
lost a
okay.
bet. That's how I got started in it. So essentially, my um sister, she's not by blood, but she just grew up with us, with my family, and she was just considered family at that time. So I saw her make that transformation and do bodybuilding, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. Knowing that she could do it because she's just as hard driven as I am. And, I never initially started it. It was just like that initial spark. But then just a few years later, one of my coworkers decided to do bodybuilding as well, and she had wanted me to um do the sport with her. Well, at that time, I enjoyed food so much. So I'm like, no, I'm not going to. Well, she nagged me a million and one times, and I finally caved. But with that being said, her and I made a little deal because I was sick of her nagging me. I said, if you, just because there were some, self-conscious issues, just more on so image that she was struggling with. Um, I told her, here's the thing. I will do the bodybuilding, but I want to make sure that you have fun at your next show. And I wasn't going to compete that year that we made the deal. So with that being said, being alongside her, I helped, with her self-image, how she viewed herself, how she looked at herself, absolutely phenomenal woman, but she didn't see it. She's one of those people that would walk in a room and just light up the whole room. Um, just absolute ray of sunshine. I mean, she had a heart of gold. She'd help out anyone she could. But she just didn't see herself as beautiful. And she always compared herself to others, which, especially in this sport, you can't compare yourself to others. You also shouldn't compare yourself to others in general, just because you are your own unique person. With that being said as well, that's where we came to. She actually had fun at her next show, and I said, "All right, well, I promised you, or we made this bet that if you had fun at your next show, I would compete." And she had fun. So here I am. I'm gonna stick to my promise. I'm not gonna back out. So I told her after Christmas, because I'm not skipping out on the holidays, I will start the bodybuilding process and do a show with her. I went into um, trying to find a trainer. So I knew exactly which trainer I wanted. I went back to my sister and asked her for her trainer because I saw what her trainer did with her and I wanted that for me. So what I did was I reached out to Body by Sandra Nelson LLC, located in Duluth. Wonderful, wonderful woman. And she told me right off the bat, and what I absolutely admire about my trainer, and I've had her since day one, is she doesn't sugarcoat anything, and she tells me how it is. It's just you're responsible for everything. She's just in the passenger seat while you're driving. So I've done virtual training with her ever since day one, and she got me started on January 1st of 2023. Um, I was at a heavy state and she got me to stage by May, which was absolutely astonishing. I saw myself from a different perspective. The discipline that this sport requires is absolutely phenomenal, and the people you get to meet doing it was just such a wonderful experience. And like I said, I've been with her since day one, an absolutely exceptional trainer, person, guidance. I mean, she's just been 100% with me, and it's only been virtual, which is so cool about her. I've only met her twice in real life, um, which is
And
really
this is your
fun,
coach?
but um, she's let's see, she's been just an absolute. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better trainer. She gets me ready for my photo shoots. She gets me ready for competition. She gets me where I need to be no matter the project. So she's been absolutely phenomenal. So she's been doing the training with me, but then I also had to find someone to do posing and routines with. So that's when I actually reached out to my friend or coworker at the time. Um, I used her coach as a posing and routine coach, and he also helped me along with the training as well and bodybuilding. So I use Christopher Worth, who still to this day does my posing and routines. And he was big with the USBF. He's pro carded multiple times. Much as my trainer, she's pro carded multiple times in different federations. Absolutely wonderful coaches, great team to work with. Um, but yeah, May, what was it, 27th of 2023 was my first show. And every year I try to do at least 3 shows a year. I'm gonna shoot for 4 this year, gonna try, but we'll see what happens. But it's
Yeah.
been absolutely phenomenal. Had and haven't wanted to change anything that I've done. The coaches have been amazing in making sure that I'm healthy and I'm presenting my best package at stage.
Yeah. Just looking at your pictures. Yeah. Hold on. Uh, yeah. So you do like 3 shows a year,
Yep.
basically.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I do about
Yeah.
3 shows a year. I'm gonna try shooting for 4 this year, but we're gonna see how my body is feeling. But we have 3 shows planned. We're gonna start with OCB, Natural Viking in Minnesota. Second one will be the USBF Black Hills Gateway Classic. That's gonna be my very last show with the USBF Federation. And my very last show of the year that's confirmed will be the OCB Natural Tampa in Florida.
Okay. Yeah. Like, how did you do at this last show?
The one that's being shown right now, the Viking.
Yes. Yes, man.
Uh, I placed fifth in my category. And
Okay.
I got my sword. My goal is to get a sword, and I got one. I could care less
Mhm.
if I win the class. It's all about the win is hitting the stage. So,
Okay.
yep, that's why I compete. I don't compete for.
Praise George Page. What do you like about training as a bodybuilder?
Oh gosh, what do I like? I want to say everything that I have. I love everything about it. So I love what I am. Okay, so there's so many things. Um, it's more so proving to myself what I can and cannot do. Um, my trainer is training me very well, and she is bringing the best package, which is really nice. I can put all my faith in what workout plan she provides for me. Um, Also, you know, it's not just training in the gym, it's training yourself mentally. So it's,
Mhm.
disciplining yourself daily. Um, you know, there's no more room for excuses anymore. Uh, there's really not. I mean, you're only going to set yourself up for future. So every decision I make today is going to set me up for tomorrow, for the next day. It's gonna prep me for future. So training, I love it all because that's where I also get to meet the amazing people. Just going into the gyms, I stick out. I stick out usually. I get I get some fun looks from people, just because I'm built a little differently than them, but not everyone's bodybuilding in the same gym. I've also come off as intimidating until maybe a few months out. People will actually approach me, and then they find out I'm the nicest person ever. And I'm just like, yeah, I have, I look focused. We're gonna say I look focused in the gym, but overall training is just amazing. It's seeing what I'm capable of, both mentally and physically. Um, it's also learning more about and understanding my body. It's all a learning process. That's what I absolutely love about it. And I get to see those transformations, knowing they're not going to be overnight. Randomly, those transformations, you'll notice them after a few weeks. Again, I'm on year 4 of bodybuilding, and I am so addicted to it because it's a new lifestyle. I've surrounded myself by around many wonderful people, and I couldn't ask for uh, a, a better life. I'm
Yeah,
surrounded by amazing people, and the training has just been, it's been amazing, and my body is thanking me in so many ways by doing all this training.
yeah.